Do you ever look at your Instagram and think, I post all the time, so why am I still not getting clients? It's usually because you're making these three mistakes that are stopping people trusting you enough to message you and want to work with you. I've built a multiple six-figure fitness business over the last few years. I have made millions from my fitness business. I have helped coaches that I mentor scale past £20,000 per month in their own fitness business. I see this on a daily basis. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use stories so that people actually get to know you and want to work with you, what to post beyond generic gym tips, and how to actually deal with your DMs properly so that people will reach out to work with you and want to reach out and work with you, and you get inbound DMs instead of you having to go out and cold message hundreds of people for breakfast, because that is a terrible way to run a business. So these are the three mistakes, right? These are killing your client getting abilities on Instagram. It's not getting more difficult to sign up clients for Instagram. People are just doing it wrong. And these are the three things you guys are doing the most, right? So stories that don't build trust. They don't build relationships with your audience. Posts that just don't resonate. And you see this more and more and more. And your DM strategy, right? You don't even need a DM strategy. It's just called being a normal person and having normal relationships and normal conversations. So mistake number one, your stories don't allow people to build a relationship with you. This is the fastest one to fix. You can go and implement this into your business today and start getting more inbound DMs and more clients off the back of this. This is the reason that people follow you. They watch your stuff for months, but never message you or engage with your content. And this is what most coaches do. They neglect stories or barely ever post on their stories. They reshare other people's content to their stories, or it's random gym clips with no context, or even worse, sharing clients who've tagged them and stuff, right? The way that I always talk about this is think about your favorite athlete, think about your favorite celebrity, your favorite person to watch on social media, right? Imagine, so I always say like somebody like Conor McGregor, right? I don't even follow him on social media, but if I did, if he showed the behind the scenes of his life and documented his day on his stories, I would watch his stories every single day, right? See if he just shared pictures of random stuff or like companies that tagged him and stuff. It's super boring, right? I would feel like I got to know him if he was like, hey, here's what I'm having for my breakfast. Oh, the fucking dog's pissed on the floor. Like, these are the kind of things that we want to get across, right? So you're either not using stories at all, or you're using them like a repost page, okay? You share someone else's quotes, someone else's reels, maybe a random meme, and you think that you are staying consistent with your stories, but your audience still doesn't feel like they get to know you. And this is the most important thing, and it is the most beneficial thing about using stories properly. No relationships, no trust, no inbound DMs, no clients, right? You should be getting DMs from your stories. I'll put stories up each day with a purpose to get DMs from people. I want people to react to my stories. I want people to respond to my stories and message me off the back of them. It's the easiest, most natural way to start a conversation with someone, okay? If people don't feel like they know you, they don't trust you, right? If they don't trust you, they won't message you. And if they don't message you, Instagram can't get you clients, right? Like if you genuinely think about that, if people don't know you, like you, or trust you, no one's going to want to work with you, especially if you have 10 clients and you're sharing their stuff to your stories because you think that's what people want to see. It's not, okay? So, at least one each day. There's going to be the know you stories, there's going to be the proof stories, and there's going to be prompt stories, okay? Now, I've already done a full breakdown on this in this video. I will link it at the end of this video, and you can go straight in and watch that one. It is a full breakdown on how you can actually do all of this in your stories, right? But we're trying to keep this video to under 10 minutes. So, I want you to run this quick test, okay? Every single day, your stories should do at least one of these. It should make people feel like they know you. It should show proof that you can help, or prompt a reply, okay? If your stories don't do any of these, you're basically staying invisible and you're just blending in with all of the other coaches, right? Like, what makes you unique? What makes you stand out on social media? And it is you, because no one can do you better than you can, okay? So, posts not resonating, right? This is another big one, especially in the fitness industry, because the one thing that we always feel like we want to talk about because we're passionate about it is fitness, okay? Most feeds are just fitness tips. How to grow your biceps, do these workouts, supplements, and you'll see this trend, right? Because there's even these videos now going around where other coaches are calling other coaches out for copying their video, literally word for word. If you're struggling to grow your biceps, do it this way. And they're doing like a reverse curl on the cables. It's the exact same videos. And these coaches, it's like, well, how do you expect to stand out, right? Think about this as your personal brand. It's the opposite of a personal brand if you're doing the exact same as what someone else has already done, okay? It's not that these are wrong, right? There's going to be a time and a place for content like this on your social media. So, and these are the things, right? It doesn't make people realize that you actually get them, right? So it is probably the worst thing that you can do on social media is just posting these generic things. See, when you're new to coaching and you don't really know what to post, just get posting, right? It really, really doesn't matter, but you should be having to think about who it is that you want to work with. Again, a lot of the time, your ideal client will be where you were before you started your fitness journey, okay? That can be background, it can be job roles, it can be even, so again, let's say you are a new mum, right? You've gone through a divorce and you've lost yourself, you've lost your friend group. It would be more valuable you talking about these things with fitness kind of sprinkled in there on top rather than just going to the gym talking about growing your biceps, right? And guess who you would attract to work with? Other people who have went through similar things. They'll watch your stuff and go, oh my God, that is exactly how I feel. When you start to get this right, you will get messages daily, maybe not daily, that's a bit far, Gregsy, but you will get messages regularly from people, especially on calls as well. They'll be like, do you know, it was that last post that you put up and I just really, really felt that you were speaking to me, okay? So, this is the 9-post test, right? Can someone tell who you help and what they struggle with based off of your 9 posts, right? So think about it like this, right? These are 3 lookalike coaches, right? But think about it like this, as if this is the 3 posts at the top of your Instagram. Then you get the next 3, and then you get the next 3, right? If someone can't go onto that immediately and go, right, this is the person for me, divorced mums, single mums, struggling with this, feeling isolated, to be like, oh fuck, they get me, I'm going to follow this page, or at least I'm going to click on one of them. Whereas if there's people that go onto a coach's page and it's like, here's how to do a bicep curl, no one cares. Literally no one cares. We need to get away from this stuff. So if I scroll your last 9 posts, can I tell who you help, what they're struggling with? If not, your content just can't attract the right person, okay? So, and this is, 3 exercises for bigger arms, right? We don't want to do that. When I first became a dad, storytelling post. That would be a very, very good post. Not a fat loss tip, right? Home from work, wife needs a break, kids are going wild. When are you supposed to go to the gym? Like talking about this stuff, because you see all these people and it's like, oh yeah, I'm a dad's coach, right? So here's how to grow your biceps. No one really cares. See if you actually spoke about life as a new dad, if you spoke about things in depth that you were struggling with, if you opened up and you were vulnerable on your social media and you're like, look, I'm really, really doubting myself. I'm really struggling this week with X, Y, and Z. I've missed the gym for 2 weeks, but I'm getting back in there today, putting a story up, putting a post up, like who's with me? That will resonate more with those dads rather than you pretending that you are perfect in the gym in your luminous shorts doing bicep curls, right? So hopefully this is kind of starting to make sense, all right? The ideal client stuff, we have different trainings on this as well, okay? What does my ideal client struggle with? So on paper, if you could work with 50 people for free, absolutely amazing, like your best mates, I say that all of my clients are like really, really good mates. There's no one that I work with at the moment that I don't like working with. My ideal client is pretty much bang on every single client that I have at the moment. So put yourself in their shoes from when they wake up to when they go to bed, right? And this isn't enough to say, oh, well, you know, I help dads lose weight. What do they struggle with? Oh, belly fat. No, they don't. They don't struggle with belly fat. You could break that down. Belly fat's just a thing, right? They're going to lose that belly fat, but what do they actually struggle with? How do they feel on a daily basis? How do they feel when they wake up? Are they getting changed in the bathroom so that their wife can't see their love handles? Are they doubting themselves at work? Are they watching TV shows in the evening and comparing themselves to other guys on TV shows and Love Island or whatever it is called? It is Love Island, isn't it? Or, yeah, it is Love Island. So is it like stuff like this? Is this what they're watching with their wives at night time thinking, fuck, is she looking at other guys? These are the things that they struggle with, right? These are the things that you need to get in your content for them to go, this guy fucking gets it. He gets me. Or she gets me, okay? Mistake number 3 is that your DMs are killing trust with your audience, right? This is probably one of the worst things, right? So, most coaches in DMs ignore messages, reply like robots, or they push too fast to get a sale from someone. Like, let's say you put a picture up in the morning, right, and you were having, I don't know, let's say you're having leftover pizza for your dinner, right? Healthy as breakfast, 100%. Don't care what anyone says. Opinionated story, right? You're thinking, right, someone's going to message me off the back of this. Someone messages you back and says, oh, mate, I had pizza last Saturday for my breakfast. It was amazing. And you message back, oh, really, mate? Do you want some online coaching? No, they don't. They just want to build that relationship with you. They're reaching out to talk to you. So just nurture that relationship as you go through it, okay? You're too pushy, and it just pushes people away. This is the issue with having setters in DMs. Do you have a setter, mate? Do you want a setter? Do you want a killer setter? No. I'd rather you just fucked off, mate, and let me just deal with this stuff myself. Yes, I am handling my messages myself. Thank you very much. I made a lot of money doing it without pushing people into sales. Take too long to reply, right? And people think that that's how you will be as a coach, okay? So don't forget that a lot of people in this day and age will have worked with other coaches. So if you take 3 days to reply to someone's Instagram message, you're probably going to take 3 days to reply to their message as a client when they've got an issue or something coming up, they've got a night out at the weekend and you're just ignoring them. So you need to get on top of this, right? Check your DMs every single day. If you have hundreds of thousands of followers or tens of thousands of followers and you struggle to get back to them, I would look through them, I would mark them as just unread, right? I was going to say you can use ManyChat or something like that. I still don't use that. I've got over 10,000 followers on my coaching page. I have loads and loads of messages every single day. Usually I just go in and mark the unread ones and then just go through them. And I'll open them, I'll send a love heart. It takes 10 minutes, right? It doesn't take long. Do it yourself. Don't ruin that authenticity within your business by getting setters in your DMs to do this. There's just no need for it, right? Get a ManyChat for automations, for comments on posts and stuff, of course. Use that if you want to. Set up to an email marketing system. Link that so that you're getting people's emails from posts and stuff like that. They probably would expect that now anyway, but DMs, if you're having conversations, you should be doing that yourself, right? Again, with DMs, you're not pitching, you're just starting normal conversations with people, okay? Ask questions, ask their stories, or ask stories about their stories, ask questions about their posts, ask them different things that they've got going on. Say thanks if they engage with any of your stuff. See the amount of times I speak to coaches and I'm like, right, well, you got 75 likes on that post. So a lot of times I'll help the coaches that I work with, right? And we'll go through their content. And sometimes we'll even make bits of content up together. And we'll say, right, post this bit of content on this day. They'll then post it and they'll go, oh, that was the most likes I've ever had on a post. I've never had engagement like that in a post in my life. And I'm like, right, okay, so did we speak to everyone? What do you mean? Did you speak to everyone who liked the post and who commented on it? No, should I? Well, yeah. Yeah, mate, go and speak to these people. Like, I think people are scared almost to go and speak to people now as well. So this is, and I put this to one of my clients the other week as well. Imagine you went into the gym, right? And she works in a gym as well. We're building her online stuff on top of this, but she works in a gym as well. And I said, imagine you went into the gym and there was someone in the gym who kept waving at you. Hey, mate. Hey, mate. Oh, nice shoes. Oh, looking good today, mate. What we training? And you just ignored them all the time. That's what you're doing, right? So think about any interactions on your social media as people like giving you a wave in the gym, right? And you think, I'm going to go and talk to that person, not to try and sell them something, just because you're a normal human being, all right? And be human, okay? I genuinely don't understand, right? Because a lot of times people say, what do I say to this person? How do you have normal conversations in the street, mate? Just talk to them. Talk to them like a normal a normal person. And I get what a lot of coaches mean, right? Because it's like, do I introduce coaching? Do I do this? Do I do that? You get a bit excited by it, but just be human, right? Just try and be as chilled out as you possibly can do with this. You're not going to force someone into working with you who's there for the right reasons anyway. You could pester someone and pester someone and pester someone in the DMs, and then they'll come on board for a month and they'll go, do you know what, this just isn't for me, mate. And then you're blaming yourself, you're blaming your coach, and when in actual fact, they just weren't the right person to come in for your business, right? And don't think of it as trying to sell anything at this point. Speak to them like you would any other normal person, right? Invite them to work with you by linking back to stories, putting up CTAs on your stories to show that you've got space for new clients, right? If you do more CTAs on stories, you're going to get more people coming in, right? You're genuinely going to get more people coming in. So don't be afraid to put stories up. Don't be afraid to say I've got spaces available. Oh yeah, but I want to look in demand. Well, you're not in demand, mate. You will be in demand if we can continue to do this and grow your client base and get better and better and better results out. But at the moment, you're not. So put your pride to one side, get 3 to 4 call to actions up each week on your stories, in your post, get other stuff up as well, like polls on your stories so that people can interact with them and engage with them. Now, before we go, I will link this video so you can click on that video and watch it, and it will give you the full story breakdown, even from a lot of people who said that's one of the best videos that I have done. So I would definitely recommend going to watch that. Obviously, if you do want my one-to-one help with this, just click the link below to my calendar. It's in the pinned comments and the descriptions. And again, if you want the full training on selling through stories, I've got the complete video where I break it all down, right? Exactly what to post, how to turn stories into clients. Click the video link on screen and you can watch that next. Any questions, let me know. Comments, stick them below and I'll get back to them myself, not a DM, not a setter, not a comments manager. And I'll see you guys in the next one.